video to talk about today. We got to talk about this recent crash and liquidation in Bitcoin. So let's get over it. Remember, I'm not a financial advisor, none of this financial advice. But yeah, we're down 6.3% in the last 24 hours. I can't recall, but I think someone mentioned that we're actually about to dump. Hey, anyways, 11% in the last 7 days, 17% in the last 14 days, 11% in the last 30 days, 23% in the last year. If you come over here, you can see a clear pattern here inside of the videos I've been mentioning. I've been pretty bearish on the market for a little bit, so it's definitely a good sight to see, but not good for people that have been holding on for dear life. So we're gonna go over the technical analysis later, but what we're gonna look at right now is just what's going on in the market and what's going on with people. As you can see here, Bitcoin plus 200-day moving average, 57K. If this breaks, a drop to 57K could come. Again, we're going to talk about the technicals and see what's happening in real time. So watch the full video. Don't be a short attention span zoomer, right? Watch the full video. And I've actually looked at my demographic. Most of the people who watch my video are like 35. So you guys should not be skipping through the videos. Watch the full video because you won't get the full context, right? Because there's a lot of, in all of my videos, I'm always mentioning how it could go up, but I'm more focused towards the downside. So if you don't watch the full videos, you might be bullish just because you watch a certain part of the video, but the overall sentiment of the video is not bullish. All right. Maybe temporarily because we are forming a pattern here. But if you don't watch the full video, you're not going to see the long term when I look at the week chart, the weekly chart, the daily chart, the monthly chart. So watch the full videos. Stop being short attention span zoomers, even though most people who watch my videos are not zoomers. All right. So yeah, let's get through this. So just in $230 billion of liquidations wiped out from the crypto market today. There is a huge pattern here. This continues to happen over and over again. Not only did it happen with Bitcoin, but I actually made a huge trade on silver yesterday when I did, or not yesterday, on Friday when I did puts. I did puts for silver and it did so well. But if I would have stayed in the same put from here all the way down to here, I would have grossed, I think it was 389% because I was trading stuff that was about to expire. But I did not stay in the whole time. So I never stay in the whole time. Like that's just how I do it. I'm like, I just want this right here and that's it. That's exactly what I did. I think I did like 15 or 20%. Could have did like 300+% if I did the whole thing, but it was so easy to tell that we were going to dump though because how overbought we were. We were overbought here on silver the other day, and then as we started to pull back, the next push was even weaker, and it got rejected at the Fibonacci retracement, and then this happened. This is a clear head and shoulders pattern, a clear case of a head and shoulders pattern. As you can see here, head and shoulders patterns are bearish patterns, and that was a clear case on silver. So yeah, that was a clear case of a head and shoulders, clear case of a bearish pattern. And I'm just showing silver because I like to show the actual trades I do, that I actually do every day. So not every day, 5 days a week because I trade the stock market. But yeah, silver went down 28% in one day. So yeah, silver, massive liquidations. There are massive liquidations for Bitcoin as well. So yeah, you guys are probably still wondering why I'm talking about stocks and stuff, because even though I do these crypto videos, because you guys like crypto videos, right? But I don't know if you guys like stocks, ETFs. Like that's what I actually trade. I don't mess around with crypto like that. I used to trade crypto, but I found that crypto is just too volatile, and I like to day trade. It's easier to day trade when you have a market that opens and closes, because now you have a finite amount of time to actually succeed on those trades, which makes people put more volume through that time period from 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time to 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time to 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. They have that small window block there to trade. So more volume is going to go through there, and you can predict at the time periods where you're more likely to make the most money. That's why I don't really care for crypto, because it's 24/7, and it's a lot easier for stocks. It's a lot easier to make the money with stocks. But then again, I can't really make videos for stocks that much because people don't watch the videos. And not only do people not watch the videos, they just like it has a very finite amount of time, like I said, to make the videos like during the day. And I can't really do that because I'm trading during the day. So that's why I don't make stock videos. But I might do it, but it's not going to be as extensive because I'm going to be making them the day prior. So you might not, so you might know what happens the next day. You might not. I don't know. We'll see. But let me get back to the video because I know some people don't have long attention spans. They're probably waiting, probably about to click off the video right now. So let's just sit here for a few, let those people click off. All right, let's start again. I'm just messing with you guys, but we all have small attention spans, so even me. But anyways, $230 billion of liquidations wiped out the market. This continues to happen whenever the market gets a little bit too bullish. If you come over here and you look at the fear greed index, people got greedy. People started, well, it was at a neutral level, but people started to get greedy again, right? We went from extreme fear almost instantly all the way back up to neutral, almost at greedy. So we got all the way up to 96K and people started to get greedier. And when you start to see that inside of a market where it's not like it's really frothy or whatever that word's called, like people are going to get wiped out. And there was a lot of stories about Binance actually. People were speaking about how Binance was, behind some of this stuff. So let me go ahead and pull up Binance here. All right, let's pull up Binance. All right, so here we have Binance. Crypto traders renew criticism of Binance over October crash. Look, guys, you gotta stop blaming other people for your issues. Like, crypto crashed. It's not Binance's fault that crypto crashed. Why is everything of me? I typed Binance. I didn't type Marcellus. I hate when Twitter does this. But look, everybody is hypercritical of Binance, stating that the core reason for the October 11th crash was that Binance, without sufficient risk warnings and restrictions, encouraged users to convert USDT and USDC into USDE. You guys got to be proactive. Like, when you start to notice things are going bad, like, get out. Like, it's not all Binance's fault. And then they say this guy is the biggest liar of all time. This is what CZ said. FUD doesn't hurt the target, or FUD doesn't hurt the target. My followers increased. FUD hurts the market, i.e. everyone. Look, people started talking about how Binance crashed the market. So what do you think is going to happen next? Now the market's actually going to crash. The market didn't crash because Binance. The market crashed because this is planned. This is planned by the elite. This is planned by the people at the top. You think that this is architected by Binance, by CZ. CZ isn't even the CEO of Binance anymore. Literally, look. So the current CEO of Binance is Richard Tang. So he took over from CZ. Like, CZ isn't even the CEO of Binance. I don't know what people are on about. Like, people are looking for someone to blame because they lost money. How about, if you're going to trade crypto, then learn how to trade. If you're going to be a long-term holder of crypto, then learn how to hold long-term without looking at the short-term losses. Like, why are you worried about crypto dropping if you're really a long-term holder? If you're not a long-term holder and you're a trader, why are you trading without knowing how to trade, without knowing when to get out? So I don't blame CZ for this at all. Not at all. But anyways, let's read this. This over here says this guy is the biggest liar of all time. Nearly every word he writes is carefully crafted manipulation. I don't run Binance anymore, but based on what I know, is the perfect example. Is deliberately constructed to make you think he is powerless. CZ architected a helpless, unaware persona that he presents as public. He genuinely thinks we are all dumb enough to actually believe it. But the reality is he owns 90% of Binance, and his wife, Hey Binance, is the CEO who owns 10%, is insulting to pretend that he doesn't know exactly what's going on. Yeah, he probably does know what's going on, but CZ is one man and his wife is one woman. Like, are you really gonna let one man be able to destroy your finances? Pay attention to the charts. So one man should not have dictate a whole dictatorship over your finances. Come on, like, you can't blame people for your issues. You can't blame people for you losing money. Like, that it's just is what it is. There's a reason why I'm not all into the market right now, and people who are all into the market are getting burned, and they're the ones pointing the fingers at CZ because they lost money. When you lose money, figure out how to become better. Stop blaming people. But let's move on. It's insulting, blah blah blah. The notion that Binance do not sell in any meaningful amounts might be the biggest lie of all time. That probably is a lie. What do you think happened to the tens of billions of dollars they extracted through listing fees over the past year? It got dumped on our faces. Let's read this again. What do you think happened to the tens of billions of dollars they extracted through listing fees over the past 8 years? I don't know. Maybe they earned listing fees, and why would they keep it in crypto? That's their company's money. I would sell it too. Like, yes, they sold it, and yes, it probably went into CZ's pocket because he owns most of Binance. Surprise! It's a business. It's an exchange. It's a business. Like, come on, like, people are just so stupid sometimes. Like, it is a business. When you create and generate fees for a business, the profits, you're keeping the profits, and then whatever has to go back into the business to keep it running, you put it back in. It just so happens that an exchange, a crypto exchange, does not take much money to run, but it does take some money, for the leverage to keep that going. But the fees for the leveraging, that stays there. But the fees that they get through exchange fees, like, they're gonna take it out. They're gonna take it out. Why do you expect them to prop up the crypto market so you can make money? Like, businesses don't exist for you to make money. Businesses exist for them to make money. You have to find out how to make money around the businesses. All right. It got dumped on our faces. That's how CZ became the 20th richest person alive. I don't deny that. Like, he is pretty rich, and he probably did dump some. But it's not his fault that you lost money. It's your fault for not getting out in enough time. None of this is accidental. CZ built a highly calculated, systematic market manipulation machine, and now the walls are closing in around him. We have forced him to turn off the replies, and soon he will be forced to sit in front of a judge. And I'm not going to doubt it. I think they're probably going to get him in front of the judge, right? This is why like, having a crypto exchange, it's not too smart. Like, yeah, you can make a lot of money, but then you literally have people that just, they can't think for themselves. Like, they need other people to think for them. They need other people to act for them. Like, they need other people to prop up the crypto market for them to make money. Like, so you can't blame people for your problems. Like, come on. But yeah, CZ is definitely in some deep waters right now because there's a lot of people after him. But hey, I'm gonna stick up for CZ. I'm gonna say this. I think people need to get off CZ's back for what's happening, and they just need to own what they did. Like, you put your life savings in crypto and you lost it. Be honest with yourself. You were overextended in the market. You put too much in it. CZ says this can happen with even a physical asset like gold and silver with thousands of years of history. Bitcoin is a 17-year-old technology, heavily suppressed in most of its existence. Most other crypto are younger. We are still early. Yeah, and that's correct. And this is exactly why I showed you guys silver. Like, do you know how much silver went down in one day? One of the oldest assets in the world went down 28% in one day. Look over here to the bottom right. 28% in one day. One of the oldest assets in the world. Trillions wiped out of the silver market cap. Trillions of dollars. I think it was like $2 trillion. It was a $6 trillion market cap, and it went down $2 trillion. Why are people blaming CZ for Bitcoin doing less than 28%? Ooh, big whoop. Bitcoin went down 6% in 24 hours. Oh no, we're scared. We're losing money. Meanwhile, silver which is not manipulated, went down 28% inside of and you want to know what the truth is? Your exit liquidity for the rich people. The rich people trading are using your money as exit liquidity. CZ did nothing more than what every single other person did. Every single other person used you as exit liquidity, right? Gold, overextended to the upside. Watch all the YouTube videos. I was watching all these videos too. I was like, yeah, this is not good. Every single YouTuber saying, buy gold, buy silver, everything's going to change. Oh, it's all about the end now. The US dollar is crashing. This is about to happen now. Like, look at all the titles, all the clickbait titles. They literally clickbaited you guys into buying gold and silver. Now, I don't doubt that gold and silver is about to go crazy, but it already went crazy. So why would you buy into it when it's already peaked? And this is the thing: is like people will follow whatever other people say. There's a reason why when I post my videos, I'm very wishy washy on everything. I'm very flip floppy on everything. Like I'm both on the bullish and the bearish side, but I'll tell you, I lean more bearish. Right? If I say things are super bullish, people are gonna buy. If I say things are super bearish, people are gonna sell. You have to have a mind of your own. Bitcoin went down 6%, silver went down 28%. People are mad at CZ. And this is the truth of the reality when you think of doing finance content on YouTube, when you think of doing crypto content or anything connected to finances. People are always going to blame the people with the mics. Why? Because they need someone to blame. They need someone to blame for their poor decisions. They FOMO'd into something that they shouldn't have FOMO'd into. They took people's advice literally when you should really be looking at it as, okay, gold and silver probably are going to go up. So is Bitcoin. They're all going to go up. But if they're already up so much, what do you think is going to happen next? It's going to crash. So what do? You don't buy when they're telling you to buy. You buy after it's crashed, after they've told you to buy, and it crashed immediately after they told you to buy. And then they tell you to buy again because it's going to go up. And then you don't buy and you let it crash. You buy when they're no longer telling you to buy, when they're saying Bitcoin's done. That's when you buy. And honestly, that's going to be at a very low amount. And like I said before, we're going to talk about that. But I think it's important to talk about the whole spectrum of things here. I'm not just going to come in here and just give you guys all this info without you guys sitting here and listening to me yap. So you guys got to listen to me yap, all right? Because this is going to give you a better perspective on trading. Most of trading is psychology. There's a reason why I don't want to go over charts anymore. Like I'm telling you to do this right now for anyone who is actually making it through this video and actually not skipping straight to the technical analysis. The reason I'm not making videos anymore is because I'm tired of doing technical analysis videos. Because people will literally blame me for it going down and getting something wrong. You guys have to understand that most of trading is psychology. If you get something wrong in the technicals, the psychology is what keeps you afloat, right? You don't put all of your money in. You put just a little bit in. You get something wrong, you take it out once your confirmation is not hit, and once your confirmation to the opposite side is hit. Now you're taking your money out, and now you're just waiting for the next opportunity. It's all psychology. The people that are getting destroyed in the market do not know the psychology of trading. There's a book called Trading in the Zone. I really recommend you going over that book. I really recommend it. All right. Moving on from this. Yeah, we already kind of talked about CZ, the Black Swan event, as people are calling it. And this happens every year, every cycle, guys. Every cycle, once we're done, we get events like this. So, it's gonna come. It's gonna continue to dump as well. But yeah, let's go ahead and talk about some technicals here. So, oh yeah, and also Michael Saylor, his liquidation is about to be hit. So I don't know if it's been hit yet, but I think it is going to get hit. So Bitcoin is going to have a massive dump. If this happens, we could see Bitcoin going all the way down to like 50K. So, yeah, people are going to get wiped out for sure, for sure. But yeah, let's do this now. Let's cover the technicals. And look, there's gonna be a time where I no longer do technical analysis videos, and I just do these videos where I'm talking about crypto, and then the whole overall market. Because technical analysis videos do you guys no good if you don't have the psychology of a trader, right? I didn't get burned in this, but I got burned in some other events. But I've learned to not get burned, right? I've learned to not get burned because there are false signals all the time in trading. This is the 30-minute chart. You know what an ascending triangle is. This is a bullish pattern. Ascending triangles are bullish. So look what happened here. We broke out right here. False breakout. Got rejected at that resistance. False breakout. Continue downwards. So even though I got the technical analysis right, and because I was day trading at this point, I was trying to trade MicroStrategy on the 29th, going into the 30th. I was trading MicroStrategy, and then there was a false breakout. I failed on this trade. I was predicting that it would continue to go up. I lost like $100 on this trade. But the next day, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna make that money back. And long and behold, I didn't make the money back on Bitcoin because I was like, man, screw this, because too much was going on with Bitcoin. I couldn't track it. It was just being weird. So then I went to silver. I was like, oh yeah, this is overbought. Did some puts on silver, made good money. So yeah, you can't predict everything. This is why I don't want to do the technical analysis videos anymore. Like, can't predict everything, but most of the time you can. Like, most of the time you can. But yeah, I knew it was gonna go up. It went up, but it did not continue to go up. So it is what it is on that one. And this is just a 30-minute chart. I'm just showing you like what it looks like when I'm day trading, the type of charts I'm day trading. But let's look at what really matters. Let's come out here to the 4-hour chart first. So here is the 4-hour chart on Bitcoin. So when you zoom in, things look normal here. We've kind of bottomed out. I've been mentioning this before. We did not bounce right here, which means the double bottom scenario is not happening. What does that mean? Well, it means exactly what I said in my previous videos. It means we're coming down here to 74K. We hit 75.5K, but not 74K. So we'll see if we come up here to 80K and get rejected and come back down to 74, or if we continue to have a breakout from where we're at now. I think it is a strong possibility that we could continue to have a breakout. But I don't know. That's another reason why I hate doing these technical analysis videos, because I don't know, right? Nobody knows what's going to happen right now. But we are oversold here on the %R trend exhaustion. We could have a breakout, but then again, will it be another false breakout leading to more despair and more selling? Nobody knows. So yeah, if you're looking for me to tell you all the answers, unsubscribe now, because I will not do that, and no one can do that for you. And if you're looking for all the answers from other people, then you're really messing up. Really messing up. You should not know all the answers. No one should know all the answers. But you should know what to do once what you're trying to do is not met. Once your requirements are not met, you should know what to do. We just pull out. Like right now, yeah, it could take off and you can make all your money back, or it could keep going down and you could continue to lose money. So it is what it is. This is the daily chart. The MACD on a daily chart, lots of selling pressure. Doesn't really help you out much, but it is what it is. Lots of selling pressure. %R trend exhaustion, getting to that oversold area. It's not fully oversold till the blue line comes down here, but it doesn't always do that. Like you've seen here, it didn't come all the way down there before. So there's a possibility it could continue down a little more. There's a possibility it could recover and come back, right? We don't know. But I'm also going to do something else here. I'm going to clean up all this so then we can have a better look and a better perspective of what's happening. So all of this, I'll wipe all that out. And actually, I kind of want to show you guys how I do a technical analysis, because I really don't care about how this video is buttered up, right? I don't care if this video doesn't get many views or if people just skip through it. So I'm just gonna waste some time here fully doing a technical analysis here, because yeah, who cares if people click off because they're like, oh, I can't stand this. He's all over the place. I don't care. Click off the video, stop watching, unsubscribe. All right. So this is pretty much how I do my technical analysis. I always use the Fibonacci. So what I'm gonna do is come over here to the weekly chart because I just want a clean chart right now. Because this chart right here is my day trading chart. I use this chart for the day trading, and I don't want to mess it up because then that's gonna mess up my flow for Monday when I start trading. So I'm bringing this all the way over. All right there, and then I'm bringing this to the lows of the previous run. This is on the weekly chart, by the way. So you guys can see how I set my charts up. All right. That's good. That's good. All right. So we have that set up. And then also, if you look here, you can kind of see there's a little bit of a pattern, but I don't want to force anything on the chart. I don't want to force anything. So I'm going to just look for a pattern. That's all I'm doing. All I'm doing is looking for patterns. And this is really all doing a technical analysis is. So yeah, this is the pattern that I was looking at before. And we broke that. So we broke that. And that kind of confirms the downtrend that we're in pretty much. So yeah, we can take that off. And this is the weekly chart. Percent R trend exhaustion on the weekly chart is showing that we're having a lot of selling pressure, still selling off here. Still continuing to sell off. You're going to see a lot of these attempted breakouts on the way down, but eventually it's going to become oversold eventually. So yeah, this is some more selling pressure on the MACD for the weekly chart. Bearish divergence here. Let's pull up that. Where's my bearish divergence chart? Lower highs on the MACD pretty much. So yeah, that is what that is. Let's see what else we have here. All right. So yeah, we should be seeing 70K soon. 70K should be coming soon. And then we'll see what happens after that. Let's do the monthly chart here. So on the monthly chart, yep, still selling off. It's probably going to come all the way down here eventually, right? Eventually. Still lots of selling pressure here. Remember what happened last time? It kind of like stops halfway there. So I don't think that this sell-off is going to be as big as the previous one. So I don't think that this bear market is going to be as significant as the previous bear markets. This bear market is probably going to be a lot less serious just because of the state of the market. People are in and out so quick. And I just don't think it's going to be as significant. You know, it's just a hunch. I don't have any technical terms for why I think it's not going to be as significant. I just don't think it will be. Now that we got all that out the way, we're going to do moving averages. 200-day SMA. That has been hit back there. But yeah, a relief rally could bring us back to the 200-day SMA, which is why I'm bringing this up. So let's get a white line here. The 200-day SMA. All right. And then we're going to go ahead and bring up some other stuff here. So 200-day MA. 200-day, 20-day, 50-day, 200-day. All that good stuff. All that good stuff. All right. So I can actually take out this one, can't I? No, I'm going to leave that. All right. So this is what we got here. Let's make this one. I mean, I guess we'll leave it at that color. But yeah, look, this is what we got here. We're passing this moving average, or we're coming down to this one right here. So that's the next level that we really need to be paying attention to. Around here, 57K. I don't think we're just gonna immediately drop there. But what I think that we'll do after hitting maybe like 70K, there's a possibility that we could have a relief rally. Right? The relief rally could either bring us to this moving average at 84K, or it could bring us to this moving average as this one moves down and bring us up to like 100K. Now, I don't think it's very likely for us to go all the way back up to like 100 something K, but it's possible. But I think that's gonna be what shakes people out huge, like immensely. Like people are gonna really get shaken out. They're gonna be like, oh, here it's coming, altcoin season. Like what did you guys see people saying? Like you see everybody saying this. Altcoin season, he's here, altcoin season. If you look at anybody on Twitter, like Alex Becker, you look at his Twitter, altcoin season, like you guys cannot be listening to these people who are just super bearish or super bullish all the time. And then the people who are super bearish, you can't be listening to them either. Right? Like there's a lot of people who they make money off of this stuff, guys. They make money off of this stuff. And I follow Alex Becker. I follow him, but I'm not listening to everything he's saying. I'm hardly listening to anything he's saying because he's just getting people wiped out. He made an anime because people are getting wiped out of the market, so he made an anime for it. Like guys, he doesn't care if you guys lose money. Like, did I really just watch half of crypto quit at the bottom and pivot into the blow off top metals? Yes, yes, because you told them all to get in at the top. You were telling them all to rush in at the top. So they rushed in at the top and now they got burned and now they're getting out at the bottom. This is why this keeps happening because of people like him. People like Alex Becker. Like they say, get in at the top, get in. And then when things are down, people are obviously going to get out because they lost a lot of money. He said, I'm still buying. And when you guys see him say he's still buying, guys, he's a millionaire. He's a multimillionaire. He does not care if he loses $100,000. He does not care if he loses $1 million. He has other millions. He literally started a meme coin and made over $1 million in less than a week. Like, I think he made it in like a day. He made $1 million in a day off his meme coin. If you guys go back and look at everything that people have been saying, like this is just crazy. Look, two things can be true. Bitcoin could fall down to 70K, sending alts down 50 through 70%. Two, Bitcoin and ETH could easily go into another bull rally. This isn't prediction, it's pointing out. So yeah, I guess that's a good one, but it's weird how people don't see this. The entire timeline is doom posting coins are down 90%. Boomers are dabbing on us with rocks, blowing what looks like a blow off top. It's at least extremely reasonable to seriously consider a bottom here. Yeah, let's see how far that went. No, it's not the bottom yet. Let's see what else we got. I'll make videos again when we break 100K. Will be soon. Yeah, because he doesn't want to continue to be wrong. He's a permeable. That's what they call it, permeable. Alt season. Like he's been saying this the whole time. Well, he says AI alt season, flooding a country with 10 to 20 million. Okay, that's just political stuff. Welcome to the start of the biggest risk on bull in history. AI crypto coins, 2-4x. Look, I can call one thing with 100% accuracy right now. Everyone is telling you to pivot to stocks, gold, vibe coding, or acting like they never did crypto. You 100% are buying nowhere near a top. If crypto ever comes back, buyers at these prices will make God tier money. You see what I'm saying, guys? Like, the market is up yet again. The leader of crypto and most famous predictor of finances, and right yet again. No, you were not right. 100% accuracy in 2026. I haven't missed. You guys gotta stop listening to these crypto influencers, and even me. Like you guys gotta start looking at stuff on your own. I actually look at a lot of these influencers videos, but I don't look at crypto videos. I look at stock videos for the stock information, not the technical analysis. Do the technical analysis on your own, but go to these other channels for different information. Like how at the beginning I was talking about the liquidations and stuff. That's the type of stuff you want to be watching people for, but don't watch people for technical analysis. Even me, do not watch my video for technical analysis. That's also why I'm going to be stopping it. So if you are a member of the channel because of the technical analysis stuff, you're probably going to want to quit. You're probably going to want to get rid of the membership if you're watching for technical analysis videos, because I'm going to start transitioning into no longer doing them and only talking financial content, like in general. We're not doing technical analysis stuff, right? We'll show charts here and there, but I'm not going like into depth like I'm doing today, because it's just not useful. It's not useful for people, and like people just aren't going to know how to use the information that I'm putting out there in the best way, because they're not going to be able to use it unless I'm there with them telling them, all right, now this is about to happen, because I can't make these videos 24/7, and unfortunately that's kind of what you have to do. But anyways, 58K. We're waiting for 58K here. That's the next target price. It doesn't mean it's going to be hitting anytime soon, but what it does mean is that we are probably, let's say 60K, 58K, somewhere around. But what it does mean right now is that we could have a relief rally to this next moving average at like 85K. If that's broken, then we can have this next push up towards 100K. All right. So that's really all there is to it. Literally, that's all there is to it. You just gotta wait. You gotta be patient. If you can't do that, it would be smart to just step away. It would be smart to just step away if you can't wait. So, but look, as the prices go down, this 200-day moving average down here is gonna continue to increase. It's gonna continue to go up. It's gonna continue to go up. It usually does not go down. This one is going to continue to go up, and then the price will meet it down there. By the time it meets it down there, it'll probably be like 60K. Somewhere around there, right? This one right here is going to flatten out and go down slightly. This one down here is going to go down a lot. And then they're going to meet each other around here. And then this one right here is going to be up here. And when is that? Around the end of the year. What did I say before? Bitcoin and crypto is probably going to be down for most of the year. By like the end of the year, they're going to end up crossing, and then they'll continue up. So going into 2027, we'll have a new bull market. 2027, 2028, all that. We'll have a new bull market. So that's pretty much all I got for that. I mean, there's really nothing else to it. That's why this might seem like such a simple breakdown, because it honestly is such a simple breakdown. It's not rocket science, but then again, I completely understand people being interested in seeing my perspective on things when it comes to the technical analysis, because I mean, I am trading for a living, and it is what it is. But I'm going to stop doing these technical analysis videos. So, cherish them while you have them, but I just don't think that they're too helpful. And just because everybody has their own opinion on what's going to happen, but no one knows what happens until it actually happens, right? And perfect example. I got this right. I got this ascending triangle here right. But just because I had it right does not mean anything, because it broke out and it went above and beyond, and it broke out, but then it immediately dumped. So this just shows you that the way the money moves inside the market is more important than the technical analysis. Like, the technical analysis works until it doesn't work, and then you can get burned. And I got burned on that trade. I lost like $100, but then the next day I made even more money. So it doesn't even really matter. But yeah, it's all good. I'm gonna go ahead and end this video, and then I'm gonna make some other videos for these altcoins. I know a lot of people are interested in some of the individual altcoin videos. Actually, no, I might not make altcoin videos. I don't know. It really doesn't matter. I can honestly cover it right now. So Pudgy Penguins, guys, 0.005. I've been screaming this for the longest, so it's only a matter of time for it to hit 0.005. I wouldn't be buying it until you see it at 0.005. And yeah, even at 0.005, it is a meme coin. The percent argent exhaustion tells a whole story here. You can just see how these false breakouts happen with the short-term trend. Another false breakout should happen soon. All right, we should get another false breakout soon on Pudgy Penguins. This one will probably be even lower, probably get us to 1 cent, and then continuation down to 0.005, or it just might continue down to 0.005 and not even have the false breakout in the first place, because the MACD is still selling off. So I would be extremely cautious on that. I really wouldn't be messing around with meme coins right now. Even all the altcoins, yeah, they could have a massive recovery, but it's a very dangerous time to mess with meme coins and altcoins, because these are going to be getting hit the most. Well, definitely meme coins, like not just altcoins, but like meme coins and altcoins in general. You want to be careful with that type of stuff. Advances, look for 20 cents for advances. Zcash, same thing, $210. That support down there, I've been screaming this the whole time. $210 for Zcash coming soon. So yeah, prepare for that. Let's do this. Yep. Ooh, and this is a nasty look right here. Zcash could end up crossing here and then having an increase in the price before it goes down to $210. So there could be a short-term recovery. But I don't know. I don't think so. I think we're just gonna have another huge crash to $210. So be careful with that, because look, very little buying pressure that came in and then immediately hit by selling pressure. Like bunch of selling pressure and then boom, immediately back down. But you could also say bullish divergence. Boom, 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 increase. Well, not that much of an increase, but like something like this, and then maybe a continuation downwards. So that's why I said, and look, this is the bullish divergence chart. As the price goes down, the MACD goes higher and higher and higher on the selling. Like the selling pressure is pretty much going lower, but it's moving up. You know what I'm saying, right? So yeah, this is bullish divergence. We should have some selling pressure come, or buying pressure, but then again, you never know until it happens. You never know until it happens. Personally, even though there's bullish divergence, I think this is going to pull down a little bit more and then break out at $210. Like this could sell off a little bit more down to here, and then that breakout can happen. And that could be what pushes us to $210 before the breakout on Zcash. I have some members on the channel that like Canton Network, so we'll look at that. Yeah, no, this is the wrong one. KuCoin. So yeah, Canton broke out. I was wrong about Canton. I mentioned that in my previous video. So yeah, I won't say nothing on Canton since I was wrong about it before and people seem so angry. And that's also why I say, like, stop watching these technical analysis videos. I'm not even going to be doing them anymore. And yeah, I'm definitely not doing the altcoin videos after this. Like, I don't want to mess with it. People get on my nerves. Like, you're looking for their Lord and Savior. I'm not Jesus Christ. Like, come on. Hey, make decisions for yourself. Doing these technical analysis videos, I hate trying to predict things. People want me to be like Jesus Christ, their Lord and Savior, but look, y'all gotta make decisions for yourself. But yeah, bearish divergence on Canton Network. I maybe wasn't right before, but it's going to end up pulling back. I just didn't have the timing right. So right on the pullback, it just wasn't right on the timing. I thought it would pull back here and build like a head and shoulders pattern, but I ended up being wrong and it kept going up. But I do think that it is going to go down. I thought it would go down here and be a head and shoulders pattern, but yeah, I was wrong. So this would have been the head and shoulders. Boom, boom, boom. I thought it was going to go down here, but nope, it kept going up. But it is going to come down eventually. Where was I wrong on here? Well, if you pull up the percent argent exhaustion, this was happening at that point, and I thought that this was going to continue downwards because it was overbought, but it didn't. So now I think it's going to continue downwards from here. But then again, I could be wrong again, and it could continue upwards. So make your own choice, make your own decision. I'm not your Lord and Savior. But yeah, what we are seeing differently here is some selling pressure coming in. But hey, it could continue to go up. It could be irrational and just keep going and going and going. If this happens, you're gonna want to look out for 27 cents, well 28 cents up here. So if that happens, that's what you would want to look out for. But who knows if it'll happen or not? I sure as hell don't. Baby Doge, this thing. If you're still looking at Baby Doge in 2026, I don't know what to tell you. It's at such a low price right now that if I held some, I wouldn't even want to sell it because I'd be like, oh man, just leave it, just let it do what it does. But yeah, this is sad to see. It's sad to see. So yeah, hopefully Baby Doge comes back. We'll see. But yeah, there's no technical analysis that I could do on this, like at all. This is not good. Not good, not good, not good. But that would be a massive, massive amount of gains if you got in now and it went up to 8Z1. But at that point, you're just gambling. Like that's the biggest gamble right there. So I'd be extremely, extremely careful. So what am I going to be doing on Monday? So on Monday, I'm going to be doing one of two things. I'm either going to trade MicroStrategy and bank on this having a recovery because MicroStrategy follows Bitcoin, obviously. MicroStrategy, when the day opens, anybody who has puts on MicroStrategy is going to get super rich because of how big of a drop we had. So if you have puts on MicroStrategy going into Monday, have your puts to sell above 200% of what the previous day closed at. So if you closed with $5,000 the previous day, have your money set to sell at like $15,000. I should have did that. I should have did it, but I didn't do it. I didn't do that shit. But yeah, I didn't do it. I should have, but I was so focused on silver, and I don't hold overnight. I don't hold overnight, but I should have. But we could all say coulda, shoulda, woulda. So I'm gonna be trying to either do. I don't go into the next day with bias, so I'm not biased when I go into the next day. So I'll trade whatever is working out. But puts are probably gonna be your best bet if we continue a downtrend. Silver, I'm also going to be looking at that tomorrow. This is what I'm more than likely going to trade. I just like how silver trades. I like how it trades because there's a lot of volume in here. There's a lot of volume in here. It just had a massive pullback. So I'm going to be looking possibly to trading the upside, but I don't know. It looks like buying pressure should start coming in. It should start coming in any moment now with crypto or with silver. But it might continue a little bit more of a sell-off. So I really want to see with silver, if it sells off to 67 cents tomorrow, then I'm going to open up my calls down here at $67. I'll open up calls and then I'll ride those calls up to about $71 and probably close the day out with 50 to 100% gain. Not 100%. Let me not over exaggerate. I'll probably close the day out at like 20 to 30% gains. Yeah, something like that. If I do silver calls, but I'm only doing silver calls if it drops to $67 tomorrow. Then I'll be focused on doing silver calls. So this is what I really would like to do, guys. I want to get out of doing this crypto content. So when I put out these videos that are specifically for like silver, the SPY, and different stocks, support those videos and watch those videos more than anything, because those are the videos I think that are going to be best. But I understand not everyone's in the United States, so not everyone can trade US stocks. But if you can get access to US stocks outside of the United States, they are very, very volatile. If you get good at trading options, you're looking at 100% to 200% to 300% moves every single day, 100% moves in the market when you're trading options that are going to expire next week and you're doing day trades on those options. you're looking at 100% possible gains every day, but you're also looking at 50% possible losses every day. So you can possibly lose 50% every day, but you can also possibly gain 100%. So it's a serious gamble, and I would not recommend it to anyone that is not experienced with it. But if you are experienced with it, you can make a living off of it, but be extremely careful. Be extremely careful. This is all I got for you guys today, though. Let me know what you guys think about the video. Let me get some feedback, some honest feedback. Because like I said, I don't want to do these technical analysis videos anymore. That's why I've been making less videos. But I want to make more videos, just not of crypto technical analysis. I think it's toxic. The people who are into crypto are toxic people. They just spew hate in the comment sections whenever I get something wrong. They're not the type of people that I want watching my videos. I'm thinking about creating a new channel and creating a whole new audience of people who are really more so focused on financial information, not necessarily just technical analysis. But let me know, give me some feedback on what you guys think of the direction of the channel is. Like the whole first half, the first portion of the videos, that's the type of content I want to do, not the technical analysis stuff. Not unless it's on stuff like silver and different stocks and stuff. Like I rather do the stocks. Bitcoin, crypto, and all that, too volatile. I'm gonna still talk about it here and there, especially when the bull market comes back in. But during a bear market, that's when you get the toxic people, because they're losing. I understand people are losing money, so I understand they get toxic, they get negative when they're losing money. But it is what it is. But yeah, shout out to you guys though. I would say hit the like button and subscribe, but I honestly don't even care. But anyway, shout out to you guys. I'm not a financial advisor. None of this is financial advice. And as always, I'll be back with another video.